Hey, this is Leah with Crab and Moon, and this is your weekly card reading for October 22nd to the 28th. And since Halloween is coming up, or Samhain as the pagans say, I thought it would be fitting to use my Witches Tarot cards. And before I do that, I'm going to pull a Spirit Animal Oracle card. So this is for this week. We'll see what the main energies are, see if we can get some advice for the week. And then next week will be a Halloween reading. So pagans and Wiccans say that at this time of year, as we come close to October 31st, the veil between the spirit world and our material world is thinning. So it's a good time for intuition and following your spirit guides, you could say. All right, so for this week, our animal is the blue heron. And the message from the blue heron is, make a stand for what you believe and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. I think a lot of people need to hear this right now. Stand tall. The heron stands tall. It seems very graceful and majestic. And the message is just do what is right for you. Sometimes it's important to take advice from others and compromise, but this week that's not the case. This week it's about really understanding what is most important for you in your life right now, what you believe in, and you might face some disapproval, you might face some judgment, even from those close to you, even from family and friends and coworkers and your significant other, whoever it might be, or even strangers might be judging you or telling you how they think you should live your life. Maybe society's telling you what they think is right. But this week, it's about overcoming all of that and overcoming that self-consciousness that holds you back from doing what you know is right for you deep down. So like I said about being a good time for getting in touch with your intuition, this is a good week to do that. Get in touch with your intuition and what you know deep down is really the right path for you. So keeping the heron's message in mind, we'll pull some Witches Tarot cards. One just flew out, I'll keep that aside. I'll do 3 or 4 cards and hopefully they will sort of add on to the message that the heron has given us. So keep the heron in mind this week. Stand tall. Do what you know is right for you. Alright, so the first card that flew out of the deck is the Nine of Cups, which is a very lovely card, especially for this time of year, for the harvest season. Samhain is the witch's new year, so January 1st might be the new year on our calendar, but the Samhain celebrate October 31st as the ending of the last cycle and the last year and celebrating the beginning of a new cycle as we harvest all of the seeds that we have sown. So the Nine of Cups is just that. It's about emotional abundance. It's about fulfillment. And I think most of all this week, it's about gratitude and being grateful and aware of all of the material and non-material things in your life, like loved ones, happiness, confidence, emotional fulfillment, creativity, talents, all of these things that we have in our lives that fulfill us each day and make us feel joyful to be alive. So the Nine of Cups is the wish card, the understanding that your wishes can come true and they might actually already have come true and you just haven't realized it yet. So really enjoy this harvest season, enjoy all the hard work that you've done so far this year, and then sort of let go of anything that's not serving you right now and just enjoy the abundance that you do have. It's a time to be grateful for what you do have and not stress about what you don't have or what other people tell you you should have. So that goes pretty well with our message. So let's pick a second card to add on to that message. Eight of Pentacles. So this is the card of diligence and hard work. This is an employment card, so something exciting could be happening with your job this week, or it could just be that you're working on yourself this week. This person is staying up late to work on their goals, their material goals. So it could be a money thing. You could be getting some money coming in, or you're really starting to save up this week and starting to get your material life in order, which is very good and can bring a lot of peace and joy to people. But it's also just about working towards your goals one step at a time, not giving up, being determined, putting in the work. Try to break down your goals into smaller steps so that you are able to achieve it and you don't get overwhelmed. Because if you take things one step at a time and you put in the hard work, which I think you already have put in a lot of hard work, because you are going to be getting a lot of abundance from the work that you've put in, but our work never ends. It's always good to be slowly improving, working towards our dreams, improving ourselves. So keep that in mind. And let's pull another Witch's Tarot card. So far it's a very positive message. I think it'll be a lot of working on yourself, your beliefs, figuring out what your goals are, and not worrying about the outside world. Okay, what else do we have? The Eight of Swords. We've got 2 8s here. So I think it's a bit of a turning point for a lot of people this week. A lot of change, a lot of learning to let go. This card is just saying, don't be stuck in your own head. Don't have this feeling that you're trapped. Because this person is blindfolded, their hands are bound behind their backs, they're trapped, surrounded by swords. But the thing is, this feeling of being trapped and being helpless is completely in your mind. Swords are the suit of thoughts and words and really things going on in your mind. So don't play the victim this week. Remember that you have so much beautiful abundance in your life to celebrate, to enjoy, and still more to come. You do have work to put in, but that is life, and you will get through it. Be diligent. You'll be okay. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck in this trap of feeling helpless and playing the victim, because that will not get you towards your goals. That will not help you feel gratitude. That will not do anything for you. It'll just keep you trapped, and you don't need to be trapped. So take off the blindfold, let go of the feeling of being helpless or held back. This trap, or this being bound, this rope, these swords, the blindfold, it could symbolize society and all of the naysayers that are sort of telling you, you can't do that, don't do that, but you can break through that. You can overcome that and understand that you need to do whatever is right for you, and following your intuition will easily help you determine what that is. And as soon as you know, just go for it. Don't hold back. It's not a week to hold back. We're coming into Scorpio season. It's a time to dig deep, not be afraid to look at the shadow side of yourself, or the deep things that a lot of people tend to avoid dealing with. It's a time to really dig deep and be okay with that, because that's how we move forward. Okay. This is a very deep, witchy reading for this week of October. Alright, it's the last full week of October. We're coming into November soon. Let's pick one more tarot card to sort of tie up our message. So overall this week, don't forget the Blue Heron's message to stand tall and do what is right for you. It might be good to take a bit of a break from the outside world, or just take time for yourself. Take alone time to determine what it is that you really want without being influenced by other people's opinions that may not be right for you. Alright, our last card is the Nine of Swords. So another sword following the 8, and this is the anxiety card. This is the card of waking up at night with so much on your mind. Like I said, swords are the mind and the thoughts. It's just having all these worries that you can't sleep. Again, it's another victim card. It's playing the victim. It's feeling trapped, it's being overwhelmed, it's succumbing to the worries of the world when really you can move forward. You just need to set your mind free from that mindset and just move away into this place of abundance. So you need to do the work, you need to achieve goals, you need to get things done. If you just do a few things at a time, take things one day at a time, 1 minute at a time, you won't feel so overwhelmed. You won't feel so worried and anxious. Remember that you know what is right for you and you will get there in your own time, in your own way. And I'm actually going to pull one more card because I don't want to end on the note of the Nine of Swords, but just remember that that can seem like a scary or gloomy card, but it's just telling you to not get caught up in worry, because that will not get you to where you want to be. So this week it's a battle between being worried and obsessed with what you don't have or what you can't control, and rather you should not be in that mindset. You should be in one of abundance. So don't be caught in worry and playing the victim. Be grateful. Being grateful and seeing things from the positive side will help you to get out of that anxiety mindset. Gratitude every day. Tell yourself a couple things that you're grateful for that day. All right, so actual last card for this week. Whew. Six of Cups, another cup, so that's better. Spend more time in your emotions and your love in your heart rather than up here getting caught in your own head. Six of Cups is nostalgia, childhood, the past, the joy of being young, remembering back to your childhood. So try to get back to that place of innocence and wonder and feeling like you are so carefree and not a care in the world, right? It's quite the opposite of this. When you're an adult, life is full of anxiety and worry, and I have to do this and this and this, and I can't control it, and what am I going to do? When you're a kid, it's just playing outside. It's enjoying the sunshine. It's enjoying the little things in life. Spend some time with your siblings. Spend some time with your family. Do things that remind you of your happy past, the nostalgic things that bring you back to childhood. You might reconnect with old friends. Just get back into that place of happiness, abundance, and gratitude, and stand tall like the heron does, and you'll survive this week no problem, and you'll come into the Samhain New Year with some fresh new ideas and be ready to receive new opportunities. So good luck, and we'll see you next week for our Halloween reading.